How's it going, everyone? In today's video, I want to show you how to quickly create quantity takeoffs in Bluebeam. I also want to show you some advanced features with the tool chest and create a really good quantity takeoff standard for you and maybe your company. But I'm ready to dive into it, so let's get to it. All right, the first thing that I want to do, guys, is show you how you can quickly create a quantity takeoff of a storm pipe run. And I want to show you that you can create an individual legend for this page, and then you can create a grand total legend for all of your summary sheets. So let's kind of dive into it. Here we have a residential development. This is all publicly available information here. And I want to show you how you can do a little quantity takeoff of this storm run. So let's kind of start. We're looking at some curb inlets here and a manhole. Got a couple manholes and then a mitered end section to this pond. Now let me show you just the general way where you can start doing a quantity takeoff, but then I'll show you the tool chest that I've created and that you can create as well. That way you can create a standard for this stuff so you don't have to recreate it from scratch. So in order to do a measurement, this is for the advanced folks. We should know how to do this already. If you don't know what I'm doing or if I'm going too fast, watch a couple of my other videos on Bluebeam. That'll help you out. So I want to do a poly length measure. And the first thing that I want to do before we even begin doing these quantity takeoffs, I always like going to the properties up here and making sure that I have an appropriate subject. Your subject is one of the most important things when you do quantity takeoffs because this is how you organize your items. So in this case, I have 18-inch RCP, which in this case is good for what I'm trying to do. However, I do see a 30-inch RCP down here. So I actually want to go ahead and create the 30-inch RCP. So I'm going to type that up here into the subject. And at least how I like to do it, and I'm in the professional industry and I really like color-coded documents. I like clearly seeing that maybe orange is 18-inch, green is 24, and maybe a different color is 30-inch. So you have every availability here to your disposal. I might make this blue-violet, and it looks like we have some opacity, some line width. I'm going to leave everything how it is. Font color of red, sure. So now I'm ready to make this markup right here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to run from this manhole right in the center to this manhole down to the very end of the mitered end. So let me just do that. So I'll double click and then I will escape. So there we have gone and we've created a measurement tool, and I want to show you how you can quickly create a legend. So you can right click this markup and do legend and then create new legend. And then it'll ask you to put it somewhere. I'm going to put it somewhere where people can see it, honestly. Maybe like right here. And it doesn't really look that great, but you can change any property that you want. So I'm going to select it. And I want to call this, what sheet are we on? Sheet 13. I'm going to title this Sheet 13 Storm Quantities. Maybe I'll bold it, so now that did it. And you can play around. You can put some fill color on this too if you want. I don't really want the fill color though. I do want white. Maybe some table width here. I kind of like that to make it stand out. Maybe expand it. Okay, that's starting to look a little bit better. Either way, you can play around with this, guys. I just want to show you that you can change all this. But the most important thing, and I've gotten a lot of questions, is, Griffin, I've created all of these quantities on each of these pages, but how do you sum them up? We're going to get right there, but I want to give you a little sneak peek into this action. Is in the properties, you see the source pages. I have it currently on 2. So it's only going to be adding whatever I do on this current sheet. If I did all pages, then it would total up all of my quantities and it would put all the little measurements that I've made into that legend. But we're getting way ahead of ourselves. I want to show you how you don't have to create these measurements from scratch. So I'm going to go and open up my tool chest right here. If you're not seeing the tool chest, you can right click this toolbar over here, do show, and anything that I believe is in blue is what is showing. And in fact, I do have tool chest showing right there. So that's how you can get it to show. Notice how I've already created a quantity takeoff tool chest. I want to build this arsenal. So one thing that I could do here is I can right click this guy and I'm going to add it to my tools. Notice how I have a couple different tool chests. I have my tools and then I have quantity takeoffs. Let me add it to quantity takeoffs. Notice how it looks a little bit different than all of the other ones. This is actually really important. So if I were to click this because I want to use it again, let me click it. Notice how it pulled the exact same thing I just made. That might not be what you want to do. So in that case, if I want it to kind of just make it more of a default and be able to click it and just use the same properties, which is really, in my opinion, what you should be doing, you can right click it and do properties mode. And now it becomes more of a standard little default here. So let's see, maybe I can find some 30-inch somewhere. Well, nothing's on here, but you guys get the gist. Maybe let me do this run of 18-inch pipe here. So let me click this 18-inch pipe. Doesn't have to be perfect. And then now I just made 18-inch pipe. And I can click it and go to my properties and verify that we are using 18-inch RCP. Again, the subject is the most important thing here, guys. Now let me see if it actually added it to the legend. So it doesn't look like it did. So let's right click and add to the sheet 13 storm quantities. Now we have a nice little legend here. And I mean, this is the building blocks of quantity takeoffs. It can be as simple as that. And you can keep building it out. Let's say if you have the 24-inch RCP, well, we already have it right there. Now, one of your questions might be, Griffin, like you're going way too fast. How did you even make this this quantity takeoff? Well, you can go right up here to tool chest and you can do manage tools and you can simply add a new tool set. You can make it from existing or you can make a brand new one. So maybe this is quantity takeoffs 2.0. Sure, I like all this stuff. And the beauty of this, guys, is you can hook it to a path, save it off in a path, and anyone can use this. So let's say if I built out a really cool quantity takeoff tool chest, I could create one for you guys and have it be available for you. If you're interested in that, let me know. I'll go ahead and save it. I'll press OK, and look, we made our quantity takeoffs 2.0. So that's how you create a tool chest there. I think you guys get the gist, but I wanted to show you how you can create that total legend. So let's kind of finish this little markup here. I want to create my quantity takeoffs. I want some 24-inch RCP right here. So I'm going to do that, double click it, and then I'm going to add that to the legend, sheet 13. And then it's all adding up down there. So let's say I'm finished with that page. Let me go to this page and create my quantity takeoff. So it looks like we got some 18-inch RCP right there and some 18-inch. So I'm going to go to my 18-inch and let's drag it all the way to here. Double click. Now again, I could create a whole new legend right here. I can just go ahead and create the sheet, whatever sheet we're on, 14 legend. So let me go to properties, maybe do sheet 14 storm quantities, something like that. But maybe you fill out this whole page, you start doing all the quantity takeoffs, and ultimately you want a grand total. Well, guys, it's as simple as creating a new legend. Create a new legend. Let's put that guy right there. And let's program it differently. So click it, go to your properties, and we want grand total. And I'll do storm. put this big and bold. I'll put that big and bold. I'll expand this guy out. And then all I have to do is put my source pages, all pages. Now notice how this is adding up to 229.49, and right here we only have 202. So that like 27 linear feet should be pulling from right here. Now I'm kind of interested right now because this is good that this is happening right in the middle of my video. I didn't plan for this, but my 18-inch disappeared from there. So let's troubleshoot some things, and maybe we discover a bug with Bluebeam that, we gotta reach out to them and figure out. So legend, that's interesting. So yeah, my 18-inch is getting pulled to the grand total of the storm. Let's say if I move it back to the sheet 13, will it affect the grand total legend? Well, I guess things can't be perfect. We can't live in a perfect world. But, at the end of the day, you don't technically need all of these different legends. I actually think that creates some error. So it's good that we walk through this, though. I never really used the total legend. I actually just like keeping it by the pages. It kind of just serves as a cross-check. If I'm ever doing quantities in Bluebeam, I'm usually using the Markups tool. And you can find that Markups tool down here with the little 3 dots. And what I like doing is I like filtering out all of the things that I don't need. So let's filter out some of the legends and these rectangles, these random rectangles. All right, so I'm going to do custom, and what I can do is you can choose a filtering rule, and you can say does not contain. Use does not contain. And since I don't want the legend to show up, you can select legend, so it does not contain this, and does not contain rectangle. So does that make sense? Does not contain any of these. I don't want to see them. So now they're wiped away. And what I love about this Markups tool is that it not only tells me the page labels, but it also tells me the individual measurements and the total measurements. It's adding those up there in bold. This is really, really helpful. I actually use the Markups list, guys. I know we had that weird little mishap with the totaling of the legends. I'll try to figure out a workaround. I was actually not expecting that in the middle of the video, but makes for good content. I'll have to tell Bluebeam about that one, but either way, I use this Markups list and I export a summary. So you can do CSV, you can do a PDF. Obviously, if you're in the quantity takeoff world or civil engineering world, you can do the CSV summary. And this really helps you if you're putting together bid packages. Now this is important because you really want to add and include the measurement units, but sometimes it just depends on the formatting. So let's see what that actually gives us. Okay, so depending on how you want this information and how you need it for your bids, there are definitely ways that you can set up how this prints off. I don't love that it's printing the page label. I don't really need that. And if you already know the measurement unit, you can always just copy and paste and put right into your template. Just for fun, let's look at some different summaries that we can create. Maybe we can help it. Okay, so you can do it all through here. I don't have to edit the different columns here. I can actually edit it right here. So I don't need page label. I need the measurement, and I definitely need the subject. So that should be a little bit better. Let me press OK, and let's see what it gives us. I think this would be better suited, and I don't really love the number 2 and number 1 in parentheses, but there are some neat little Excel tricks that you can use to get rid of that. Well, that's all I have for this video. I hope this has helped you understand how you can better create quantity takeoffs using Bluebeam. I think the first thing that you should do is definitely create a tool chest for yourself. That way you can save time in the future. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments and I will be glad to answer them. Hope everyone has a good day, and I will see you in the next video. Peace out.